Hello and welcome back to Football Scrutiny. Today, Champions League analysis. We're taking a look at the game between Real Madrid and Manchester City. A historic win for Pep Guardiola's side in the Bernabeu. The Belgian Blue wins the fight, the bullfighting that went wrong. Let's get into it. Starting with Real Madrid then and taking a look at their team. Zinedine Zidane has never lost as manager for Real Madrid in the Champions League. He fielded a 4-4-2 diamond system, the Belgian national keeper Courtois in goal, Spanish national team captain Sergio Ramos next to Frenchman Varane, fullbacks Forlan Mendy and Carvajal on each side, the Brazilian midfielder Casemiro playing in that pivot role where Zidane wants him cleaning up in front of the back four, Valverde and Modric and the free-floating Isco at the top of the diamond, and up front French striker Karim Benzema, who's netted 18 times this season in all tournaments, next to the young Brazilian Vinicius Jr. In the attacking phase, Real Madrid were very flexible and changed formation and position many times during the game. Vinicius Jr., responsible for the width on the left-hand side, was well supported by Mendy in that left wing. Carvajal, occupying the opposite side, was supported often with Modric on that side. Middle of the park, the diamond, although existing during the whole game, switched into different looking systems as Isco, Modric and Valverde often interchanged. Modric with more defensive duties than the other two attacking midfielders, with Isco in a free role just behind Benzema. Taking a look then at Manchester City. City lined up with a team that probably surprised everyone who watched the game tonight. Guardiola lining up with a 4-4-2, which surprised everyone. Ederson in goal, Laporte at the back, with Nicolas Otamendi was a brave decision, leaving Fernandinho on the bench. Kyle Walker and Benjamin Mendy, Guardiola's first choice fullback pairing. Gundogan and Rodri centre midfielders, and no one could have imagined that Gabriel Jesus playing on the left midfield role, and often with the defensive assignment of dropping into the left back position. Premier League king assista De Bruyne with Portuguese man Bernardo up front. Definitely a surprise setup with Guardiola leaving out David Silva, Raheem Sterling and of course Kun Agüero all on the bench. In the attacking phase, Guardiola coped with his team's experiences from previous Champions League games where his team have been punished conceding easy goals when the team were on their attacking foot. Unbalanced is the word, but Guardiola's has been clear with his philosophy, and that is to attack, and of course, attack. Champions League ban or not, perhaps this year's tournament means more to City, and therefore nothing will be thrown away this year so easily. Conceding easy goals wasn't an option tonight, especially not on one of his main rivals during his career, Real Madrid's home turf. Safety first for the English champions. Therefore, there were no fullback attacks as we were used to seeing with the Guardiola side. Of course, both would go forward if the chance arose, but mainly Jesus and Mahrez were in charge of attacking on the flank. Gundogan and Rodri cleaning up in front of the centre-backs, resulting in De Bruyne having a free role behind Bernardo. De Bruyne had less defensive duties than normal, which was interesting to see. Taking a look at the start of the game then. In the beginning of the game, City pressed high up the pitch, trying to stir things up for Real Madrid. They could break in the first minute, countered, but the shot was blocked. The home team were good enough to play through the City press. Here we can see the diamond in the midfield, which means that Real Madrid created an overload on the small side of the area and were able to play out from there. In this picture, we can see that diamond from Real Madrid, which pretty much creates a rondo in that area when Real Madrid were able to play out. Real Madrid kept their formation even when they moved up the pitch. Carvajal occupying the outer corridor on the right hand side and Vinicius Jr. on the left hand side. As we already mentioned before, Modric supporting on that side for Carvajal and Mendy supporting on the opposite side with Vinicius Jr. This is that setup from Manchester City, that 4-4-2 with Jesus playing on the left and often with defensive tasks going with Carvajal. Pepe's waiting game. Guardiola wanted to slow everything down tonight as he was expecting a tough last 16 match against Real Madrid. To have a good result, then you're going away from home in the Bernabeu will be the perfect start. Guardiola's 4-4-2 is an unusually defensive organisation for his team. He had identified Carvajal as the weak link for Real Madrid and often uses their wings to create penetration to the final third. Therefore, he wanted his team to slide over to the right hand side and close down the more unpredictable Brazilian youngster Vinicius Jr., who gladly combines with the quick French fullback Mendy. This opens up on the left hand side where City were able to have space to attack Real Madrid. Notice that Gabriel Jesus has now backed down to the left back position in line with the others in the back four, keeping a close eye on Carvajal, almost creating a 5-3-2 in this moment. This tactic also meant that it was packed in the middle of the pitch and also little space was available between the lines. City were now playing that waiting game for Real Madrid to make their move, testing their patience, and it was Carvajal that started to try and make the move to run in behind Jesus, ready to receive the long ball from his own back line. Here we have that picture with now Ramos on the ball, not pressured, and then Carvajal trying to make that move in behind. When City played out from the back, they weren't in a hurry and were more often than not willing to let Real Madrid move their positions as forward as possible. Then Ederson went long with the goal kick, which bypassed most of the Real Madrid team. When Real Madrid had problems with penetrating, they often searched for crosses across the pitch in behind the Manchester City defence. Too quickly to switch the sides and try there instead, but the City defenders were on their toes to avoid any of these dangerous switching of play. The goal chances in the first half then. The formation with Gundogan and Rodri as centre midfielders freed Kevin De Bruyne for more attacking duties, and when he is goal-faced, he can create this kind of situation, a through ball to Gabriel Jesus from a great curved run. On this occasion, Jesus could fire away a shot, but Courtois would make the save. Real Madrid's best goal attempt came in the 30th minute when Benzema headed against Ederson. Before half-time, Jesus had a chance as well. His shot bounced back and forth on the goal line before the home team could clear it away. 0-0 at half-time, but a very tactical, effective half for Manchester City. Real Madrid already looking frustrated. In the second half, Manchester City increased the pressure a bit when both Gundogan and Rodri moved higher up the pitch and came closer to Casemiro and Modric. The idea was to close Real Madrid down for short passes and force them to go long, and City were successful with this tactic. With fast counter-attacks, they came to good goal chances. Here, Mahrez just curling a shot outside the post, almost making it 1-0 to City. City varied their play a lot during the game and put lofted passes over the top. Here, Mahrez is on the run and he came up with a shot on goal. The goals then, the first goal coming for Real Madrid in the 60th minute when City were taking over the game and more. A couple of errors from Otamendi, Rodri and Walker saw Vinicius Jr. able to serve Isco a pass at the penalty spot, and he made no mistake, making it 1-0. The equaliser then, in the 73rd minute, Sterling was subbed in for Bernardo and he made a direct impact with a couple of quick runs. This period was a good period for City. They were coming closer and closer to reaching their equaliser. And just 5 minutes later, Jesus headed home a cross from De Bruyne, another assist for the assist king. If all three Real Madrid players turned inside the penalty area and chipped a ball into the second post, where Jesus won the header against Ramos. A minute after the first City goal came up with another goal attempt. This time it was Mahrez that provided the cross. Jesus' header went just over the crossbar, but City playing really well now and the home team were looking nervous in defence and toothless in their attack. The winning goal then for the game, just 3 minutes after Raheem Sterling was brought down by Carvajal in the penalty area. The referee didn't hesitate and gave the penalty. City have missed their last 4 penalties and this time it was De Bruyne, the man of the match, who took it. He put the ball past Courtois and made Manchester City a 2-1 win away from home in the Bernabeu. To sum up, Guardiola surprised everyone with his tactics, got everything right, In the latter stages of the game, Sergio Ramos had his marching orders, putting down Jesus on the edge of the box, and that Real Madrid captain will not be able to play in the next game in the Etihad, which is a huge blow for Real Madrid and a huge blow for Zinedine Zidane. The next tactical battle in the Etihad will definitely be one to watch.